Well, good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in California. I have to kind of start this with an apology. I'm here in my garage again. This is not where I wanted to make this video, but this is my third attempt, and I have just been thwarted time after time making a video for you guys this week. Normally it should be uploaded by now, but it's not there, obviously. So what happened was I created a bunch of short video segments troubleshooting yet another fiber issue I was having with a switch, and I was going through showing you how you could use your phone to make sure we have light coming through the fibers. You know, use your flashlight first, and then you can plug it into one end of the switch on one end, and use your phone. I had photos and videos and everything. It was all really cool. And before I could assemble it all, it just disappeared from my, I'm a Google users, and it disappeared from my Google Photos. Just gone. It wasn't on my phone, it wasn't on my photos. Google support was not supportive. They were very unhelpful. They don't know what happened. They just kept sending me knowledge-based articles that I had already found while Googling. So those are just gone. I've given up. I'll redo that video. So then my second attempt was, well, I'll just shoot one of those cool airplane videos where I sit in the cockpit and talk about my problem of the week or whatever. And, we fly around and just, be flying buddies and talk about network stuff. Oh, right in the middle of recording that, the airplane developed engine trouble. Nothing bad, nothing like we're going down in flames. The engine just started, it would drop RPMs and then come back, and then drop RPMs and then come back. And it's like, not in an airplane. So I turned around and landed. And then actually, technically, this is the fourth try. I started trying to make a video on the ground, talking about that. And then my old flight instructor pulled up. And of course, we had to talk. So yeah, so now here we are on take number 4. So this is just going to be a real short video just to tell you that I got another video coming. It's going to be troubleshooting that fiber connection. Rather than using a production switch, though, I think I'm going to take a test switch in so we can really mess around with it and do some testing. I will say one thing. This whole last week I've spent in a class on EXOS switching, EXOS, as opposed to XOS, Extreme Operating System. Never formally taken a switching class on the switching platform we're moving to, which is the newer, I call them purple boxes from Extreme. So I've never formally taken a class on it. So I decided I just been all on the job work. Admin education has all been on the job training. So took the class, and I'll say most of it I knew. A lot of it I didn't know, but we don't use. It's like really extreme specific stuff that if you had a completely homogeneous extreme network, you would enable some of those features. We don't. We've got Cisco, we've got Palo Alto, so we have to use very generic protocols that are industry standard stuff. So a lot of the extreme stuff I can't use. But there was one thing that I was apparently have not been using right all these years. And I'll show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, share the whole screen there, Scott. Here we go. So that's the concept of an MLAG. So right now, the way I have my my switches set up, and I'm going to have to do some annotating here. So let me get my annotation stuff going. So my switches, I'll have a switch out here at the edge. This is where my users are, out here at the edge. And sorry, I'm trying to learn how to use this annotation stuff here on Zoom. And it'll go back to 2 switches in the distribution closet. And it's not an ISC, it's not a VLAN that connects them. The 2 switches are connected by bonding cables or stacking cables. To make it so that this whole switch, or these 2 switches appear to be one single switch. And that's the way I do it. So if one switch, if you lose this switch here, like this one with the X on it, if you lose that one, the other switch takes over. The problem with this configuration is not in failures like losing power or losing a port on one of those switches. The problem comes in updating. When the switches are stacked or bonded like the way I do it, you have to update the whole stack at once or both bonded chassis at once. And that's a problem because now you've kicked your users completely offline. Well, if I had known about the proper use of this MLAG, so all you people out there that say, I don't know what I'm doing, yeah, you're right, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. And hopefully some of us can learn together. And it's okay to point out that I don't know everything. I'll tell you I don't know everything, but please be nice about it. Don't be a dick. So I'm sorry guys, but the dick comments just get deleted without any discussion or anything. We don't need that. So anyway, back to MLAGs. So I found out that the proper use of an MLAG, and it's perfectly fine to use it the way I have been. That's a very valid and very simple way to do it, because you just set up a regular old lag. That's an aggregate link. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm assuming most of you do. If you don't, you can Google it. But it's basically taking two connections and making them logically appear as one. So it's a redundant connection, and it also gives you greater bandwidth. So there's nothing wrong with the way I've been doing it. But if I did it this way, the way you see here, which is basically don't bond these two switches together, don't stack them, leave them separate, but set up this MLAG, and you set up a VLAN between them. And what the MLAG will do is, just like before, if I lose this switch, this side of the MLAG will take over. But what's nice is, since these two switches are independent, I can update this one. Let's clear this out. I can update this one while this one's still running. And then they can run at two different firmware levels. They shouldn't be too different, but they can do it. I mean, for instance, they both have to support MLAG. But it'll give me the chance, okay, I can update one. When it comes fully back up and I see the lag is reestablished, I can go back and update the other. And I wish I had known about this before. We were having an issue where we had top of rack switches connected to Nutanix running VMware. So this was like a virtual server out here, not a switch. So we had a virtual server here, and we had these two switches connected to it for redundancy. But again, if I updated one, I had to update both, and we would lose connection to the virtual server, or to the vSphere environment. If I had done it this way with the actual proper MLAG, then we could update one switch at a time. So I think we're actually going to go do that. The one thing that'll be different is we won't just have them directly connected to one another. I'll have another, sorry, I can't draw here, a core switch here in the middle. That's an S. Connected this way, and then we'll have a VLAN going across this switch, layer 2 VLAN, well, it'll be layer 3, connecting those two that way. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little something other than just an apology for not making the right video. So yeah, MLAG, I'm going to be implementing one of those very soon, I think, and of course I'll make a video on it naturally. So anyway, yeah, let's do that. Come back here. Okay, well, sorry guys, I don't have anything more exciting this week, but I'll try to have something better next week. We'll definitely do the fiber troubleshooting this week. And any other suggestions you guys might have, post it in the comments below. And if you like what you've seen, or you can tolerate it, or it doesn't make you throw up, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified when a new video comes out. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys out there. And again, grace and peace to you all. You can do prayer requests too, by the way. If you want to, if you don't have something nice to say to me, you can always put a prayer request down in the comments. And believe it or not, I do pray for those guys that do leave negative comments, because they need help. So anyway, God bless, and we'll catch you all next time.